Hello, I'm here in the idyllic Styria, and well, there are a lot of cars here, but there are also a lot of hills here because we're in Austria, we have mountains, but the actual reason why I'm here is to visit fine ballistic tools, and we're gonna go in right now. And this is the entrance to Fine Ballistic Tools, and we're gonna meet with Moritz, which is the boss of Fine Ballistic Tools. And there is Moritz already waiting me. Hi.
Hi, Gregor.
Thank you for having me, Moritz.
Yeah, nice to have you here.
You're the boss of FBT, Fine Ballistic Tools.
Yeah, I'm the co-owner and boss of FBT.
Okay.
Yeah, welcome here in Gröbming, in our headquarter. Our headquarter combines everything from our showroom, little factory outlet, to our manufacturing site for everything that comes out with our brand, and also a shooting range underneath it.
Oh, shooting range.
Yeah, exactly.
I think we're gonna look at that later.
Yeah, but yeah.
And I have to say, you have remarkable blue, nice eyes, but this one catches my sight too.
Thank you so much.
So what is Fine Ballistic Tools famous for?
To everyone who haven't heard about us, our main business is carbon fiber stocks. And the philosophy is to offer carbon fiber stocks with perfect ergonomics and, of course, weight reduction to nearly every rifle system on the market. We can do that by using special kind of technologies, which are, first of all, of course, carbon fiber lamination process with autoclave curing, but then also 3D printing of some sort of special plastics.
You just mentioned every kind of firearm. Usually when Americans, and I mean you guys, look at carbon fiber stocks, they think bolt action. But right now you're showing us a break action system.
Yeah, I'm even starting with this break action.
That's definitely not your grandfather's hunting rifle anymore.
No, not at all.
So what caliber is that?
That should be a 308 Winchester. Yeah, pretty common right now. So it's a Blaster K95 system.
Okay.
And what we see here is our universal backstock, Thumbhole with a very steep angle on the pistol grip, a nice palm swell, left and right symmetrical, so ambidextrous grip. And the front stock, also in carbon fiber, with a semi-flat lower section, serially integrated Spartan bipod adapter, and some details like halter push and go, quick detach system for sling mounts, stainless steel so it doesn't get rusty and squeaky over the time. And
an adjustable cheek rest.
Of course, yeah. I mean, that's the key. Meanwhile, everyone wants to have that because, all sorts of scopes are going to be mounted on here with different mount heights, and then also, thermal scopes.
Can I hold it for a second?
Whatever. Of course. You're holding a gun now with the total
Are you
weight
sure it's still a rifle and not just...
Has around 2.3 kilos now on the blaster system. So, for ultra precise, big caliber for hunting like 308 Winchester, this is nearly nothing.
What's the weight reduction of the system? I can't get it over. Oh, there it goes.
On the break actions, it's around 450 grams.
450 grams.
Compared to the lightest version in the serial program.
So almost half a kilo. For you Americans, please do the math yourself, because in Europe we have a civilized system and it's called the metric system. So almost half a kilo.
Exactly. If you're thinking about bolt action rifles, we're talking about 650 to 700 grams
even more.
Yeah, because single piece stocks they tend to be way heavier, especially if they're built in wood, because wood just needs a certain wall thickness to withstand all these forces on a rifle. Yeah, and then let's talk about this little detail here, which you see in gray, Cerakoted in cobalt. It's the 3D printed plastics. And what they do for us is they make us the mounting points to the certain rifle system. So you see here this break action. So talk about the two-piece rifle, or also if we
even more carbon fiber,
take a Blaster R8, straight pull, bolt action with a single piece stock, one-piece stock. You also see here the full concept.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. The big advantage of this 3D printing technology is not only that it provides us the platform to fit all these different bedding constructions and everything, but also to mount a rifle system tension-free, which is of course just very beneficial for precision. And doesn't require any epoxy bedding or anything. So it's a dry system. Just open your system screws, detach the old stock and mount the new one on it.
if you guys wondering why this is special, if you ever changed a stock of your rifle without knowing what you're doing, and it suddenly shoots everywhere on the target instead in the center of the target, that's because you probably misaligned the bedding or didn't do any bedding at all. With that, you won't need it.
Yeah, exactly. And there are already some OEM manufacturers relying on this system. So for example, in the US now Savage Arms came up with a new Climb series. So it's basically 110 or a straight bull impulse rifle with proof research carbon wrapped barrel and our stock. And so Thumbhole stocks are pretty uncommon in the US, but also because they have been a bit weird in former days. So they always showed a very small thumb hole, which positions your hand by basically like wrapping around your thumb. That's not what we do. We just give you the space to grip through your stock, and then we position it with this palm swell.
Because we people with big hands and small Thumbhole stocks, it's not that good.
Exactly,
it's
and you want to be touch free on the top position here, and you just also like compared to a chassis system. For example, if you think about those AR grip styled stocks, the thing is you easily lose contact to your stock because you're basically just falling out. Yeah. Here you have this like extra rest down here, which adds in carbon fiber nearly no weight and just gives it more stability. It just works as a very nice rest on your hand. So you just, try it yourself. There's hardly any form of hand, that doesn't fit to our stock.
I definitely have enough space on that one and no sore thumb. There's enough to move there.
And then a little detail about the front stock,
We looking at the front stock.
Privately, we like to do a lot of like shotgun shooting. And if you look at the most modern style of like what you're getting taught right now from trainers, is that you use your pointing finger to point at the target you're shooting.
Oh, that's why you
lay it onto this like little edge here.
Style here.
This little edge. Yeah. Put your finger on. You get some nice tension here on your hand. So for free shooting, like freestanding shots, this is just in our opinion, the most stable way of holding your stock.
This reminds me of the Styria EUG carbon fiber stock that you did in the past.
Yeah, we did some.
I still have. It's still a rental from you, and you didn't want it back by now. Thank you very much for that. And
I think it's in good hands, but it's 1 out of 10 that you have. So in total, we have 2 more stocks here. The rest is sold, or one is at yours.
Don't buy these stocks, or I have to give mine away. So don't buy the carbon fiber. No, just kidding. But I also noticed that you changed the form of the stock. You didn't just replicate the standard EUG stock. You gave it a nice more forms and nice more details.
Exactly, and that was basically the thought behind it. So we were just working on a design rework for Styria, and to make a concept in injected plastic or like the original stock is just super expensive. So we made a prototype lamination mold for carbon fiber, and then we just recreated the internals and just basically built over plastic stock. That's how we came up with this carbon edition.
So your philosophy is you don't just replicate wood parts or plastic parts into carbon fiber, you make it better. So
of course, why would you do all the effort? You need to
when you're at it,
something
make
and
it
develop
better.
something.
So
and talking about improvements and a little bit of developing is also another. Like I want to show you another product that we do.
Okay.
Those are our silencers. They're called the Inca series. What they are based on is again 3D printing technology. In that like in this case, of course, metal 3D printing, so it's laser sintering, and we use 100% titanium, so we're not mixing up any materials or anything, and build these suppressors in just one piece. So it's a solid monolithic product or like body, gives us the possibility to save a lot of weight because we can make thinner walls, but also we are free of sealings, free of threads or anything. Just a single piece, super efficient, super lightweight, and concerning corrosion or anything, it's basically...
Let me just get behind you because I see there are some other form factors. This one would be more like a hunting model.
This is a more European style one. You know, Europeans like to have this over barrel design where you have like a little pressure chamber on the backside for higher volume, like cartridges with higher gas volume. This will be a high temp version, so it doesn't have this carbon fiber wrap on the outside, which basically works as some sort of heat shield. On bolt action rifles, it's pretty nice because if you do a third or fourth shot, you don't have any blurring. If you're talking about AR-15 guns or like semi-autos, of course you want to have high temperatures.
Okay, so you're making special suppressors for hunting rifles as well as AR-15 or semi-automatic
more
rifle
tactical
ones.
style suppressors.
Usually people say when they hear 3D printed anything, this one will explode when they put it on the firearm. So what's the usual count of bullets you can shoot through this before it would break without having a break in between?
Mechanically, by shooting it, we haven't really managed yet to break it. Yeah. Also, corrosion-wise, it's not really possible. What we did a lot is like to test the suppressors with some sort of just particles in there with obstacles. So we put screws in there, we put brushes in there, and of course, then you will manage to explode your suppressor. Yeah. But then it's for us it's just important to see that the shooter is safe. So that's what we take care of. Having a super safe suppressor, ultra lightweight, very efficient, without much story around it. So you don't need to clean it. You don't need to put it in some chemicals or whatever.
From an American perspective, the usual guys who are going to do magazine dumps. You know, how many magazine dumps before you say, come on, take a break?
Actually, we haven't auto-rated them yet. Yeah?
Okay.
I mean, that's always this thing you read. Like I was on SHOT Show now, and everyone is like telling you that our suppressor is full auto-rated. We don't need it over here. Yeah, we haven't tried it. All we're shooting is semi-autos. So we tried some 300 Win Mag semi-autos, down to 223s or 556. We did around 30,000 on the 223 on semi-automatic. Which requires a lot of trigger pulls.
Not in a row.
In a row, yeah. So like
again,
as much as your
how much run?
30,000.
30,000 in a row. So magazine in,
No, because the AR-15 doesn't take it. Yeah.
Well, true, the barrel would be.
Yeah, exactly. But it was like a long-term testing, with the same rifle, the same caliber, the same bullet.
Okay.
And yeah, it was withstanding everything that we tried with it.
So total mags in a row through it without it showing any sign of breakage. Give me just a number. 4 30 round mags in a row. 5, 6, 7.
Like 300 shots is it's no problem for it.
Okay, so 10 30 round mags in a row should be no problem with it.
No.
Okay, people can work with that.
Yeah, you can try it out.
Guys, again, it's not officially rated, but
it's just not necessary here in Central or in Europe.
That's true.
So.
We don't have a Red Dawn situation here yet. I know you Americans think the Russians are knocking at our doors, but right now, fingers crossed, we
it's
don't
not so far
have
away
to.
from Vienna, but I mean, no, it's still not necessary. But we have a subsidiary now in Utah, in the US, the Fine Ballistic Tools Inc.
So people can actually get.
Not yet, because of course we need to set up a workshop. We need to set up all our certifications for it. But that's definitely the goal to finish that until 2025. Yeah.
Okay.
So maybe we manage to show off some US-built FBT suppressors on next SHOT Show.
Cool.
At least the booth is booked. So
cool.
We'll see what's happening.
Show us some more, because you're talking about weapon system, you're talking about stocks, you're talking about suppressors. So my next thing is integrated suppressor, integral suppressor.
We do have integrated suppressors. Yeah.
Do show.
So. The thing behind integrated suppressors is not that the technology behind it is very different. Yeah, so it's always about like keeping gas pressure back, taking some sound reduction through like heat reduction and stuff like that, and keeping muzzle fires away. But it's like main difference is just the design. So we want to have a sleek design. We don't want to have anything standing in our or like being seen in our sight. Yeah, when using it. And it should be highly.
That's a super slick setup right there.
Yeah.
What am I looking at? It's a
Blaser R8 professional system with our former stock, the super ergonomic. It only adds around 250 grams of weight, so it's not too much. You will hardly notice it on your center of gravity of the gun.
Can you make it shorter?
You can, but just by shortening the barrel. So if you look around, I have a very nice one.
I'm gonna put this back in here.
We got a little speciality for you now.
Oh. Now he's getting the good stuff from the back. Remember, guys, always be friendly to people owning a firearm company because they get the good stuff on back. Oh, What are we looking at here?
So this is a little specialty we built. It's a 338 Federal.
Mm-hmm.
So we managed to make a 38 centimeter long barrel by still keeping precision and enough power for hunting use.
Mm-hmm.
So we're talking about the same energy now as a 308 Winchester out of a 46 centimeter barrel, which is approximately 60 inch. Yeah. But yeah, with this concept, we can build the whole thing under 1 meter. So it's 98 centimeters total length. It comes with a titanium overbarrel design, 50 millimeter diameter suppressor, and then just like a little cover to the back, so we can hide this very ugly thin little barrel. Yeah. So it looks sleek again. Yeah, you don't get any dirt in there, and yeah, it's highly precise.
That's a nice looking firearm.
Those are the guns that we don't serially produce, but anyone who comes into the headquarters and has a certain idea. So this is
one for the special customers.
Exactly, that's what you are here for, yeah? To see all these details you don't find in our catalogs.
Now you're talking about special firearms. Yeah. Most of the thing we have just seen is hunting rifles, but I do know that you have other stuff as well, and carbon fiber isn't always just called carbon fiber. So can you show us more about other carbon fiber colors? Can you show us more about technical setups?
Let's start with this one here on the table.
I'm just going to keep this in the meantime.
Just hold it.
No, I'm going to rest it on the table here if that's okay.
What we have here is a so-called dragon skin. Yeah? And dragon skin is just like, because it feels like a reptile skin. So it's sandblasted carbon fiber and then covered with Cerakote. Okay. And a bit of extra little color on it, battle worn-ish surface. This is especially used when people who own their stocks now for 10 years since our first stocks has been shipped, and they want to have a little rework on the surface now because they got some scratches or so. This is something very common right now. So
that's like a second life for people. Bringing back the stocks.
Yeah, they just want to upgrade their carbon surface a bit. Yeah, or also, of course, we making them as new rifles as well.
Yeah, please.
Over here we see
show
a little project with this for some friend.
Is your friend a biker?
He is. Yeah, huge Harley Davidson fan.
Yeah,
so.
the skull on the handle kind of screams biker.
Yeah. And then some details like
this. So that's also carbon fiber.
That's also carbon fiber, yeah.
Well, I'm kind of torn between it because I really like how it feels, but I really don't like that I don't see the carbon fiber anymore. so I'm a bit torn if it's
you still feel and hear it is carbon, But it's just a more unique look, because also by doing so, not every stock looks the same. It always gets a bit differently. And then here is also a little coating on the scope. It's also Cerakoted.
Okay.
Something we also do in-house. So for every kind of handgun and for every sort of long rifle.
Okay. I've seen the other colored carbon fiber stuff in here.
Let's continue here. We have tinted carbon. So
what does tinted mean?
Tinted means we just change the color that appears, but we still don't hide the fibers underneath it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
here you see a high glossy finish. So
it almost looks like a woodland pattern underneath it or something like that.
It is a special woven carbon here.
Okay.
So a technology that they just use for textile manufacturing.
Oh, this one shows it even better. This almost looks like there is a woodland pattern underneath it.
It's a bit carbon camouflage style. Yeah. It's aluminium. How do you call it? Like steamed aluminium onto some carbon.
Okay.
So it was basically meant as a prototype, and then we started to make it as a special series.
So people can actually get that. It's not just here to look at.
No, you can get it here. You won't get it in our international network of dealers. But if you come into our headquarters, you can choose from whatever we show here, or bring your own ideas, and then we customize something. What you see here is some extra Kevlar, green Kevlar fibers woven into the carbon. Yeah.
That really has that thick
if you look at
carbon
it in
fiber
real life, you
woven
really
look.
see
It's
the
really
depth of it,
interesting. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. Also, Little Bird told me that you're now doing AR-15s in Austria.
We do. Yeah. It was like the idea was born because I said I always wanted to have or wanted to build an AR-15 in our workshop. And then a good friend of ours, he's like a real specialist in AR-15s. And then we teamed up and said, okay, let's make a Austrian-made AR-15 according to our idea of tolerances. So like upper and lower receiver, closing as it should, no rattling around.
So show us.
And then let's just get our hands on it. And that's what we're proudly presenting now. It's made in Austria, made AR-15 in the basic caliber 223 Remington. We can also do it in 300 blackouts, of course, or any other caliber that fits this receiver size.
What aluminum are you using for that one?
It's 7075 forged aluminum.
For you guys, that's the good one, not the cheap one. So
it's like very often it's called this aerospace aluminum, but it's like just a high strength aluminum. The advantage is you have higher strength. Disadvantage is it doesn't really like to get anodized, so you need to take a bit more care there.
So you're doing anodizing too?
Yeah.
You're not just doing carbon fiber and all the things. You're not just doing Cerakote, you're also doing
no, and also
anodizing.
If those parts are Cerakoted, we still anodize them underneath it. And if you think about like pairing the thickness of anodizing and the thickness of Cerakoting, what we do is like if we make a Cerakoted end version, we make all dimensions smaller or bigger according to like what's required, and then we pair anodizing thickness of 50 microns. So 25 microns go into the material, 25 microns on the material, and then another 25 microns of Cerakoting, and that's where we end up with the end tolerance. Yeah.
What about the internals? Who makes bolt carrier?
Bolt carrier is made by some guys what we outsource around here in Austria. So our longest distance to a supplier is 1 hour of driving. We try to keep us
including the bolt heads.
Including bolt heads, including all the springs. I mean, springs come from Germany. There's a company that is specialized on that. Okay,
you're seeing where I'm aiming at. Are you buying anything in Korea, Taiwan, or stuff like that, or is this?
As you can read on these plastic parts, DLG. I mean, that's I always call it like Turkish Magpul. Yeah, but the idea behind is like we don't want to create any costs on the customer side. Like so, you don't pay too much for like the basic furniture. Most likely, you're going to swap it anyways in a very short period of time. So.
But the metal parts, barrel, stuff like that.
Barrel comes from the US. It's a ballistic advantage barrel.
Okay.
Yeah, because we just saw that the money you pay for the quality you get is just like it's the best with US barrels. You can get some Lotto Walter barrels from Germany if you're really looking for some more precision. Yeah.
Let's just grab this one.
Yeah, and that's a little winter version that we made now. It's MO5 winter camouflage used by the Finnish army. Yeah. Most likely the most effective.
Sorry, we're going to have to switch to this one.
The most effective winter camouflage that you can find.
Sorry guys for the occasional switching of locations, but this is a showroom and there are customers here and we don't want to stand in the way of the customers because these customers are paying for stuff and I'm just here looking at them. So
it's a very natural environment, isn't it?
Yeah,
like, nothing is made up here. Yeah.
But I have to stress it again. The barrels are from the US, the plastic parts are from Turkey,
example,
but the internals are from
made
Europe.
by us, yeah.
Okay.
So we have different suppliers. Like some of the guys has a CNC lathe, the other one has a CNC mill. As much as possible, we do on our own CNC machine here. We have a 5-axis center here. And yeah.
We're going to look at that later. We're going to see if the real is the CNC machine here, right? Okay. What are the price points? Because people are...
Entry price is around 2,600 euros.
That's a steep price, but again, it's made in Austria and not just bought from external suppliers and put together in Austria, put together in another country and put, I don't know, made in Czechoslovakia. Sorry, Czechoslovakia doesn't exist anymore. made in Slovenia, for example, on it.
It's a bit more pricey than competitors. Also, that I mean, we're not really competing, with the cheap priced AR-15s, because
I'm standing in the way again.
So whoever's willing to pay a bit higher price, will get just the highest quality that we can offer, and also, any sort of customization or anything, you get it in-house directly from us. So
you probably noticed by all my semi-critical questions where we're aiming at, is this stuff really made in Austria? And that's why we're gonna go back into where we actually make the stuff and look at it.
Yeah,
so
let's do so. Let's have a little look at our factory.
Give us the proof that you're making the suppressors, that you're making the stocks, and so on here.
Definitely.
And we're going.
Are we ready?
So we're going now in the Büchsenmacherei, which is
German,
it's a
Gunsmithery. The Gunsmithery. So everything.
Who's that guy?
I don't know what the name was. But it's a buffalo. It's a water buffalo, shot by a friend of ours. He moved.
So not by you.
No, not by us. Not by us. But I hope with an FBT gun.
That would be good.
So what we do here is we take care of not only our carbon fiber stock products or suppressors, but we do some service work on old guns, whatever is required and necessary.
Because you're also
the gunsmith working here. Noah, what are you doing currently?
Just building and spotting adapter for the bipods.
Oh, nice. So it's a Sacco S20. Will be equipped with a Spartan bipod adapter. The stuff that comes serially with our carbon fiber stocks.
We've seen it earlier.
Yeah.
So
and then let's continue here. So
is that your proof wall? That you know what systems you're making stocks for?
Yeah, those systems are the most common ones that we do just on an everyday basis, or like on a daily basis. So we proof every single stock that is built here. So we put a original receiver, original barrel, original action into the stock to just see, are the gaps in the right way, all the dimensions correctly. And here you, for example, see this new Climb Series rifle from Savage Arms. So made in Massachusetts, and we supply them with carbon fiber stocks.
Okay. It's rather loud here, so I'm not sure if all we talk can actually be heard. So
I hope so. At least
we probably have to make it short.
And then we just look over the shoulder of our guy Gerhard.
Gerhard.
Hello. He's currently working on a front stock of a 2-piece carbon fiber stock for a semi-automatic. Here you see the stocks in some different stages. So this is, for example, a serial produced stock for the Styria guns. Have you seen the new one?
Yeah.
So it's basically a reworked ultralight version.
I didn't want to mention it because you said Savage, and I didn't want to ask if Styria also is your customer, but it is, right?
All our customers know from each other. We're not exclusive for anyone, but I think everyone benefits from that.
So Styria won't be sad that you said you're also doing.
No, I hope they're very happy that we're supplying them with such nice stocks. Here you see the front stock is still missing. And the little detail here is this patented.
Can we show the front? That's the 3D printing structure to add more stability.
What we did on the Styria is to also include the mag channel and everything that is necessary to hold all the trigger parts together. So an extremely nice stock. Also a little detail here. You see these coordinates on the
I guess that's why
on the butt cap?
We are here right now.
That's exactly where we're standing right now.
That's nice.
So the center of our workshop is exactly where those coordinates are. So if anyone is looking for like real proper customer service, type this into your Google Maps. And then let's continue to the machining station. You see some AR-15 parts. Little customization here.
Oh, Simpsons.
Why you little? This is just like, no one should get this away from this table. And now we're at Dominic's workplace.
Domain.
Dominic, can you just quickly tell us what you're doing right now?
Hi.
So,
what are you doing right now?
I'm
3D fixturing, and I'm redoing the fixturing for our clock slides because it was worn out. So
General maintenance.
yeah, general maintenance. Yeah, well, it looks like we have sold enough to wear out the fixture.
True.
That's a good sign. Yeah.
So guys, that's the Varix technical part. We're right now venturing in.
Yeah, of course. I mean, we're doing FBT parts, we're doing Varix parts. Varix is a sub-brand of ours. So
If you're wondering, guys, I will make an extra video on Varix, so stay tuned.
yeah.
Okay.
How long do you think it will take?
4 minutes.
Okay.
We'll be back later.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and then let's continue here.
What's with the washing machine?
Yeah, we have to wash our, like this, cleaning.
The parts or the clothes?
No, also clothes.
Okay.
From our
I thought you
guys.
were putting your carbon fire washed edition.
We will just drop in here
Hey
and
there.
film Andy a bit.
Hi, Andy.
Andy is our guy doing all the 3D constructions
Hi, Andy. Nice to meet you.
and surfaces and carbon fiber parts. Would you give us a little?
Are there any company
Snake
secrets on it
in
before we film?
All
No?
good.
Okay.
I think you can show it.
Let's look at that.
Yeah, so you again see here a middle section of a carbon fiber stock. The 3D printed heart of our stock system. Yeah.
So again, you're also doing that in-house, and there are not some little Asian workers that are
No,
doing
it's
that
happening
3D
here.
cuts
You
for
see
you.
it. Yeah.
So, and it definitely not Asian worker that gets shot for
He
it.
likes Asian food, but his,
That's okay.
That's it then so far. And then we see some suppressors here. Like, yeah, those are the core of this integrated titanium suppressor.
Oh,
So you,
that's what it looks like.
yeah. And as you feel, it's like
Interesting.
hardly any weight, 195 grams. And the rest is just carbon fiber on the outside, a little thread adapter, quick detach system, and then
So that's how you work most of your suppressors. You make them with a big thread and offer different adapters. So everyone
exactly.
can
Yeah,
use
we
it.
always screw it directly on stainless steel. So we pair barrel steel and stainless steel.
Okay.
Titanium doesn't really like to be to be mounted directly to steel. And then we have our guys from export and accounting. This is my creative mess, and then our meeting room.
Oh, I've seen this before. You Cerakoted your coffee machine.
Exactly.
That's pretty cool.
And then yeah, let's do a little tour in the shooting range. Have a quick overview,
Okay.
if you like.
Let's go there right now. So about your shooting range, who can use it? Is it just for your company or is it for everyone?
Well, everyone who gets registered
Okay.
is able to use it 24/7, 365 days a year. So by just doing a reservation online on your
Just to make
smartphone-
sure there's no one in there, right?
No,
Right?
otherwise we would see a green light on the outside.
Ah,
So this is
there we
basically
are.
the idea was for us to build a shooting range where we can do all the testing, like torture tests, not full auto tests, but all the semi-auto tests, suppressor testing in any sort of way. And in the end, we said, okay, but if we're already building a shooting range, we should make it accessible for everyone who is interested in using it.
So that's cool that you made it for yourself,
Yeah.
as you said, and now everyone who pays a yearly fee, something like that.
You can choose yearly fee or just pay per minute.
So that's pretty cool because other companies just say, no, don't care, go find your own shooting range. But you say, come on,
The
we
thing
have a
was, like,
shooting
in our
range.
region there wasn't really a shooting range, so yeah.
What's the minimum shooting safety distance?
It is 2 meters actually.
2 meters.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. So
But we tried it
probably
even like
around here.
direct, even if you shoot directly in there, it's pretty safe.
cool.
It's just like very fine bullet catch that gives you enough safety.
What's the highest caliber someone can shoot in here?
Actually, a 338 Lapua Magnum. Yeah, so muscle energy of 8,500 joules is rated in here. Yeah,
And it's also okay to shoot buckshot, something like
Buckshot.
that. Slugs, of course.
slugs, whatever you like. yeah.
Cool.
So as long as it's not a tracer, it's safe. Yeah.
And I think we're gonna actually use that shooting range later here, right?
Yeah,
right?
you should try.
Do we?
You should try a bit of our stuff. Yeah.
That
so,
would be very nice.
Yeah. Our guy Jürgen is going to to test a bit with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then
And then
one more shooting range, which is actually
another shooting range.
Yeah, we have 2 of them. So
Of course.
we
Why
try to
have
fit
one when you
everything
can
in
have
one
2?
building. Yeah.
Yeah.
So some more steps down.
Go.
And here we see the 100-meter shooting range, which is basically the main tool of our gunsmith. Because
Cool.
everyone who brings in a gun for mounting a new scope or having any issues with precision, that's where we test them, that's where we zero them. And that's where also, of course, all our hunters and sport shooters are training. Yeah, you can fold this one down for some shots laying, or using bipods, whatever. You have your classic Austrian hunting stick. You know, I don't know if the guys from the US know this.
They call this in German angestrichen schießen, which pretty much is that you hold it something like that, put your thumb up there.
So we
and
use those.
it as a
We use
monopod.
those sticks to walk like as walking sticks, in the mountains, and then to train to shoot from here, just clamp it in like that.
I had to do my hunting license test.
Yeah, you
with
did that.
Angestrichen schießen, yeah.
Exactly. Very important.
Well, in Vienna not so much, but hey.
Well, and now so we ended up in the last room of our company.
One last question.
Yeah.
Do your people, how can they actually work up there if they have shooting ranges down there? If I would work here, I would like every 5 minutes, I'm gonna take a break and go there and have fun at the shooting range. How do you keep your people in line that they don't stick down here all the time?
They spend a lot of time here, but it's mostly after work hours.
Oh, okay. So they're
it's
disciplined in that
It's a
way.
big part of our socializing within our group. So they just go down here. They have their weekly IPSC training.
Oh, cool.
We just test self-built guns and whatever. We just build up there. So
other companies goes
Google has those
karaoke
slides and everything, and we just have
they
a
go,
shooting range.
they go and do karaoke, and you go and do IPSC shooting.
Exactly.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're looking for a job?
What do you offer? So we're going back up again, and I think that pretty much concludes the first part of this video. And the second part, as you already mentioned, will be going to the shooting range. And with that said, we'll be right back.